The following program is an LTX Enterprises production. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following: the Searcher and Hide podcast. For mind-intriguing discussions about wrestling, movies, Bigfoot, aliens, and everything in between, then look no further than the Searcher and Hide podcast. You can find the Searcher and Hide podcast on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. Go check them out today. And Outside the Ring STL. Join Shaft, Lucy, General Vader, and others who share their love for professional wrestling as they talk about the recent shows from the major wrestling companies, all independent promotions from around the St. Louis area, and even talk about great moments in St. Louis professional wrestling history. Find them on Facebook at Outside the Ring STL. Get ready for episode number 19 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, featuring well-traveled veteran professional wrestling star Brandon Espinosa. This podcast is scheduled for one episode where falls count everywhere. We thank all of you tuning into tonight's program here on the Lime Time Podcast Network. Before we officially begin, we pay honor, respect, and salute the greatest nation in the world as we play our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, that ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the and the home of the brave.
Wow, couldn't do that again. The music ended right at 0 here, and we are back with your Thursday night ritual here on the Lime Time Podcast Network. This is episode number 19 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Welcome, everybody. Glad to be here once again this week. Got some big things going on, and of course, had a really busy day here, and we'll get into that here in a moment. But I am your moderator and co-host of this fine podcast. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby, and on the other side here, where I can't put up a policy of no fatties allowed, but then of course I'm one to talk. So, Mr. GQ, Matthew Wade, Skyler the Third. Oh man, we got some talking to do on that. But hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm still going by my thing of no fatties. So.
No thing with no fatties. Oh my goodness. So, well, I'll tell you what, man, it was quite a thrill today, and I will have to say that I think we've been seeing too much of each other here today. We've had quite a busy day.
That's for sure.
I've seen you more than I've seen my family today. I mean, my gosh. And of course, I've barely been inside the house as well. But hey, no, today we actually got to go down to Skull Canyon, and with the
I'm just glad when we flew back, you had coach and I had first class, so that was actually a good flight back.
Yeah, well, it's I try to go economy because even I can still fit in the seats. It's not big of a drive back, or fly back, I should say. But good things happening here. We were actually at the studios for the Searcher and Hide podcast today, which we have recorded a couple episodes here today, and here is some. We're gonna kind of give you a little bit of sneak peek of what's going on here. So this is actually all of us here today. There's the Searcher, and there's myself and GQ, and of course, right behind is Darth Vader, looking over all of us and a lot of other things. So, an interesting. Oh Lord, here we go with this poppy business here in the chat room. What the heck? I think
Wait, what I missed here? Hold on, that's what I'm trying. Hold on.
I think someone's putting you some up to that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, some just don't get it. Oh. But no, we had some good conversations here today, and actually, a couple of those podcasts, well, both podcasts actually had some themed game shows. And I think you really need to tune into those podcasts. I mean, we'll put them up as soon as the podcasts get released from the Searcher and Hide podcast. We'll be posting them on our Facebook page and giving you links to that. Yeah, but definitely some entertaining stuff. Something to kind of get loose out of our shells usually. And I don't know. I kind of feel like kind of game shows are kind of up my alley, GQ. So I don't know.
Well, you need to shove it up your ass.
Hey, but you know what? You started doing really well on one of them, on one of those games, and
damn King of the Ring question.
Hey, it was nice. So I'll tell you guys here. I don't know what to call it, the first game that we had, but it was basically like drum intros to like popular songs. But these are all songs that were like when Searcher was like a kid, and like Miss Hyde didn't have a chance, and she had like a snowball's chance in hell for those. So, hey, Shaft's in the room. Shaft, hope you're doing better.
I didn't hear. Hold on, I did not hear any Beethoven or Bach. You said it was whenever Searcher was a kid. I mean.
Oh. Wow. I think, oh boy, he's going to hear that, and he's not going to be too thrilled with you. Hey, guys, if you are listening, we do have some time here. Our plan here is we're going to be breaking around like 8:20, and then when we come back from break, we will have Brandon Espinosa as our featured guest this evening. And we got some people lining up here in the chat room. If you feel like giving us a call, kind of chatting with us, if you got anything that's on your mind, go and give us a call. 314-764-5540. That is our line. And once again, that's 314-764-5540. And
I need to bring this back after the games we were playing earlier. The Ruby cheats part.
The Ruby cheats. I don't cheat. Oh my gosh. Hey,
that was talked about a lot today too. So.
Oh yeah.
Am I? Yeah. Okay. Making sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it was talked a lot about here today, and if anybody wants to see a close up of our mugs, while we were.
It was good when we did the show with Searcher and everything that we actually got to talk about his brand new entrance music that he's going to use whenever he comes back to wrestling.
Oh yeah.
The old gray Mary ain't what he used to be. Ain't what he used to be.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna say, man, you're putting.
I need to shut up because it's going to end up being a tag match, him and them two versus us two, and you'll be on your own. So.
You're the one making all the cracks about it, man. I mean, good Lord. I'm surprised we even walked out of those studios today with the comments you were making to Miss Hyde. And that was, well, let's just say that Yeah, you should have been putting your foot in your mouth a lot of those times, and you didn't. So, thank God I calmed the
Hey,
waters
I
down.
stand by I stand by everything I said, especially no fat chicks.
Oh my gosh. Oh, but there is a lot. There's gonna be a lot of good stuff in
I'm
there.
gonna get that whip one day.
Yeah, you are. And I don't want to be on the receiving end of that whip, boy. I don't know. I still don't trust whips, no matter how skilled you are at them. So I'm just gonna put it back to the other picture here. In fact, I'm gonna go and
Whip it.
whip it good.
Whip it good. Of course, it's gonna be songs like that I would know. You know, it has to be like every other song in the world.
Yeah. Oh shoot! You're even getting a shut up from Shaft, man. In the chat room. Wow. So who's all in the chat here tonight? I know I've seen Playboy Double H has been a good. Who was one of our popular guests. In fact, the popular guest. Showing crack. Well,
So far.
Yeah. Sage Ramsey. Well, GQ making cracks, showing cracks. What's new? Wow. And let's see.
Well, we could either keep in honor of our guest tonight, the Power Rangers shirt. I can either keep it on or I can take it off. Y'all take it.
No.
I'll make a decision on that one.
We had this discussion that whenever you take your shirt off, we start losing viewers. We don't want to see that. Now, I mean, if Brian James was on here, on the camera, then all the ladies will be flocking to that. So, let's see. Aaron Wallace is here tonight. Thanks for listening, Aaron. And let's see. Playboy Double H, of course, again. I think also, guys, I want to mention here that the WPW will be having a show in Collinsville. It will happen at the VFW Hall. So it will be this Saturday. Bell time is at 6. Doors open areas. Seating starts at 5, and then pre-shows at 5:30, I believe. $5 to get in. Make sure you find World Powerhouse Wrestling on Facebook to get more details about the show. But it looks like right now their main event is a fatal 4-way for their heavyweight title, with Johnny Rocco defending against Sid Holland, Playboy Double H, the former champion, and also Reed Rain, who was our last week's guest. So Reed getting a shot at being champion.
We pretty much need to get Sid Holland and Johnny Rocco on the show now, so we have everybody from that main event on here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sorry, I'm still having issues from all the Long Island iced teas we were drinking over there at the podcast.
Yeah. Oh wow. And ratings. And Ricky Cruz is listening tonight. Here, Ricky, good to hear from you. And I guess one thing that I will start, and I'll put up an early spoiler, guys. We just got this scheduled here today.
For those that wanted to wait to the end of the show, we're going to spoil it now for you.
Yeah, well, we are. Since he's already in the chat room, this is actually next week, guys. So our featured guest next week will be the King of Chaos, Ricky Cruz, who is also the current SICW Classic Champion. Of course, that's a Herb Simmons promotion out of East Carondelet, Illinois. And so Ricky Cruz will be on next week. Kind of interesting to see if maybe maybe Travis Cook might call in to kind of voice some opinions on that or not. But yeah, so Ricky Cruz will be on next week. I
sure hope so.
You sure hope so? You want to talk about it? That's just bannery waiting to happen.
Travis Cook or Damian Blade, either one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the butcher might take some time. You can't beat butcher's meat.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, so hey, but it is true. Bacon is mostly it's the most popular available in strips. So, so everybody wants bacon strips. Hold it together over there, GQ.
Although unfortunately he's not going to have the same rule of no fat chicks. So.
Oh. Wow. Oh, just I've got nothing on that. So, but it's going to be interesting to have.
Hold on, Sage. What do you mean? Wow. I mean, I'm being honest. Well, first of all, they played some old dating videos on the show that we did earlier today, and all that. And one of the rules that one guy had was no fat chicks. It's a running gag from that. Second, Damian Blade had some fat chicks putting money down his tights at the last show. I'm just saying.
Oh no!
One of them was a $20 bill.
Oh no! When you get booze involved, anything can happen, pretty much. Oh, trust me, Hope. I'm actually staying away from the bar as much as possible. My life is too busy to be involved with bars right now. Even though I could enjoy a nice drink or two throughout the day at some point. Oh my gosh, Michael Lilly is in here. Faye is in here. Brenda or Mama Talia, I like to call her, and who. That's definitely one nice lady that puts the butcher in his place, and you can't.
She costs some money though too. I'm just saying.
Oh well, it's hey, it is what it is, Oh, but yeah, but there's talking with the searcher today. Man, they've got a lot of things upcoming, and trust me, when we will get over this heap of this whole pandemic, this COVID scare, whatever the case may be, things are going to start flourishing for American Championship Wrestling, and I can't wait for it. And I'll tell you why. It's going to be awesome. I don't know what's more entertaining.
I'm paying more attention to the drama that's happening elsewhere.
I was getting ready to say, I don't know what's more entertaining what I had today. The podcast we had, or this bannering that I'm seeing that's going on to this chat room right now.
I'm curious how he's going to try to get even.
I don't know.
and I'll reconfirm that. It's like, sure. If you say so.
Man, I don't know. I've actually been asked about if I'm going to be at the Collinsville card this coming Saturday. It is scheduled as of right now. I am not expected to be on the card. And it's not mainly their concern, but mainly for mine. And I will get into that maybe next week. And maybe at some point. Or maybe I'll put it on my Rough Cut Rick Ruby page. But yeah, there's just some other things going on, and but I definitely wish WPW all the best. Definitely wishing Joker. I mean, I've heard that Joker's going to get down there, and I definitely hopefully he does fine. But yeah, let's see here. Dang, GQ. Look at. I was just saying, Mr. Lilly there. I don't know if that's your kryptonite there with cupcakes there, but I guess he's trying to make it. He's trying to insinuate something there for you, GQ. Oh wow. Okay.
But if you noticed before we flew out that Miss Hyde was gone, I think she's trying to find Michael Lilly's trunk.
Oh, man. If she hears this podcast, you're toast next time you're found.
Okay, just because you won't see the chat room during this, just so you know, it's because Michael Lilly is transporting a truck full of cupcakes.
Oh, God.
I'll help her figure it out.
Oh, my. Yeah, I think he messaged me the other day, and he had 33,000 pounds. So 16 and a half tons of Hostess products that he was hauling the other day, and I'm like, holy crap,
You know what? That might actually make Aaron Wallace want to follow Michael Lilly because he's hoping for a thing of ding dongs.
Oh my! Not seeing a thing. You must be.
It's been a long day. Might as well keep it going.
You must be playing with your own ding-a-ling, but. I heard that song today too.
I like how when people can compare somebody, a group to something and don't even know or wouldn't even be able to get when you're catching the same thing that they just compared them to. But you need to take control right now. Let's go on. No, wait a minute. Kind of burped too.
Yeah, it is. It is burping. Okay, well, we'll move recording these. As
I got ding dong.
Look at the reply.
Am I filling with them?
No, look at the reply by there. Oh my goodness. Oh, what was it? Sage called the Rated R podcast what? When you hear my podcast, it's gonna be more like Anine when we're on. You bet you do. Wow. Yeah, so I'm also checking in to see their future showing. I know you just had a show, and
Eric Stone is still champion. So.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I think our guest tonight will show too, so we can see.
yeah, I believe so. I don't know. Seeing I'm up here, I don't know if you know it. As far as are we losing though?
Looking like it here too.
Hopefully, they're not.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me log off of it. Just use the
Yep.
for right now.
Audio.
Producer. So
Dang it. All right.